to the show.
Cool. All right.
All right. Welcome to Kojima Station, everybody. I'm your host, Sean Eystone, here with Jorge Mendoza, the recently deceased Ludwig Porcel, and Chris Johns. All right, welcome to the show. And as you can see, as promised last episode, we have our Legos in place. There they are.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, can you tell who's who?
Check it out.
We gotta check this out
Our local here Lego master, Mr. Sasaki, build this. These are all people that have been in this show previously. Try to take a guess. We'll give you around 5 more seconds before I spoil it, or want to wait till the end of the show?
We should do a nice little zoom up on every character.
Oh, they can probably tell by the positions of the characters where they're sitting.
Or they probably just don't care. I'll see actually what they say. Little died happy. Oh, I love the comment on Twitch. Yeah, Sheldon doesn't look like a hobo this week.
Very true. Though I feel like a
Anyway,
hobo. I do.
So, want to spoil all the characters right now, or want to?
Yeah, let's just go for it. So I think people can probably guess anyway. So yeah, these are the characters here. These are us.
Sean the hobo.
Yeah. Don't look so much like a hobo in the
Super
picture.
Saiyan Ludo.
Yeah.
Me,
Intellectual Ken.
me, Stefanie, Justin, Robin, Will.
Robin,
That really looks
Jack
like him.
looks like him.
Yeah.
Very good.
Jordan doesn't look. Max Preston.
Max, I think, is pretty spot on.
When he's chilly, because when he freaks out,
Ninja. The croissants, yes.
But also, please don't forget right here all the bananas all
Last
over the
but not
place.
least, the bananas
Bananas.
scattered everywhere.
Oh,
Should I wake him up?
Yeah,
Is it okay to wake up?
Let's wake up Leon up. Yeah.
Snake
All
style.
right. So yeah, so we got a bunch. Really?
Back in the game.
Okay. So basically, so we wanted to show these logos. Of course, logos have a long history with the Metal Gear series. You know, people may know that back in MGS1, back in those days, we actually did level design using Legos.
Yeah.
We've got audio lag.
Simulating camera angles. People are saying we have audio lag. Our tech guys are working on it. Should be fixed. So we just wanted to show these off. These were made by Sasaki-san, our web guy. Not the same Sasaki-san who does our characters. Different Sasaki-san, just so people know.
There's Johnny Sasaki, who's our...
No, if Sasaki-san would brush him up, it'd be probably look like
Yeah,
CG.
it would be amazing CG, yeah.
If Sasaki-san were to brush these up, they would look photoreal.
No point in Legos at that point.
So for those people that don't know what we're talking about, Johnny Sasaki is our artist, one of our lead artists here. And Sasaki-san, we have another Sasaki-san, he's our web guy and our Lego master, as you can see. 2 different people.
2 Sasaki-sans, both very talented in different ways.
Both awesome.
All right, so
We got a jam-packed show today.
we do.
Huh?
We got a pretty good show for you today. We got another Stefanie Infiltrates Kojima Productions segment
Dude,
by popular demand.
I was reading all over the comments. People are just like, more Stefanie, we don't want to see you guys, just more Stefanie.
Get these ugly guys off the screen. Let us see Stefanie. So we've obliged.
doubt.
And so we've got the Stefanie segment.
One thing amazing about the Stefanie segment is that people have been, also because of Luda thing, but people are very interested in our audio, our team, how our audio team works. So I think that kills 2 birds with 1 shot.
Absolutely, and I think there's a lot of interesting content in there. We're not going to spoil it right now, but we've got the Stefanie segment coming up. We also will be looking at some more world records today.
Nice.
We've also got a fan gameplay video, and I think this is something that we want to do moving forward. Is just introduce fan videos, because that's what makes the world this era so exciting. Is that you can share videos,
good
share
competition.
button, whatnot. So we're going to introduce world records, and we're going to show you one of the world records set by one of you out there. And then we're going to answer some of your fan feedback and close it out. So without further ado, let's take a look at Stefanie's video. So this is Stefanie Infiltrates Kojima Productions, episode 2.
Da-da-da.
All right.
こんにちは、ステファニー・ヨーステンです。前回のステファニーのコジプロ潜入、皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか？今回も皆さんからのミッション依頼にお答えするために、コジプロのある東京ミッドタウンに来ています。さて、今回のミッション依頼を紹介します。ハンドルネームダイカットさん。私はグラウンドゼロズをプレイしていて、その映像の美しさに感激したのですが、その中で聞こえてくるリアルな音がどのようにして作られているのかとても気になります。 どうして CG で作られたゲームの世界にこれほどまでリアルなサウンドを鳴らすことができるのでしょうか。そこでステファニーさんにお願いです。コジプロではどのようにしてサウンドを作っているのか、その現場を潜入捜査してください。わかりました。今回はコジプロのサウンドについて調べたいと思います。ターゲットを確認。今から潜入を開始する。
Mission accepted.
ここはコナミにあるスタジオフロア。映像やサウンドを収録編集する施設がたくさんあるそうです。きっと MGS のサウンドの秘密もわかるはずなのですが、フォーリーと書かれています。ここでは一体何が行われているんでしょうか。ちょうど何かの収録中のようですね。すみません、ここで何をしてるんですか？
はい、ここでは今、フォーリーサウンドの収録を行っています。
フォーリーですか？
はい、フォーリーとは映像を見ながらそのシーンに必要な効果音を様々なアイテムを使ってリアルタイムで収録していくサウンドの制作手法のことを言います。
変わった名前ですね。
そうですね。この名前はこの手法を初めて考案したジャック・フォーリーというアメリカのサウンドデザイナーの名前が由来になっているんです。
あ、そうなんですね。
はい、それでは今実際に収録をしているので、フォーリールームの方にご案内します。
ありがとうございます。収録をしていたサウンドチームのテルタさんにフォーリーの作業を見せてもらうことができました。とても静かな部屋ですね。
はい、この部屋は効果音を専門に収録する部屋なので、絹ずれとかこういう小さな音を取る必要がありますので、スタジオ設計の中でも一番静かなものにしてもらってます。
今はどのような作業をされていたんですか？
はい、新しく登場するステージの床のテストをしてました。こうやって手近なもので床を作って、いろんな靴で足踏みすることで、音を収録してゲームの中に入れています。
なるほど。足元に鉄板や砂が敷かれていますけど、これは何ですか？
はい、フォーリーという性質上どうしても床の種類をたくさん用意しなければならないので、こうやってピットを作ってもらって中に土、砂利、鉄板を置いてあったり、あと雪のステージまで用意してあります。
雪まであるんですね。
はい、雪と呼んでますけども、中身は塩が入っています。だいぶ前になるんですけども、 MGS4 の時にウルフ戦のステージがありまして、そこが雪だったんですけども、そこで大活躍でした。
確かに雪の上を歩いてるような音がしますね。
はい、ありがとうございます。で、こういったピットだけではなくて、私が履いている靴の方にもいろんな種類を用意してあります。キャラクターやシーンの状況に合わせて、私が靴を履き替えたりして、使い分けています。
ハイヒールまでありますね。
はい、これは私のハイヒールです。ショップの店員さんに、私の職業を説明した上で、いろんな靴を試させて履かせていただいて、で購入したものです。なのでかなりいい音がするかと思います。
大変なんですね。ところでテルタさん、
はい、
靴の他にもこの部屋には変わったものがいっぱいありますね。
はい。フォーリーは足音や絹ずれだけではなくて、取れるものは全て収録するっていうコンセプトがありますので、いろんなグッズを使って収録をしています。例えばですね、ステファニーさん、これって何に使うと思いますか？
なんだろう。ただのパイプですよね。
はい、ただのパイプなんですが、これはというように、これ MGS4 の月光の鳴き声で使っ っていました。
そうなんですね。
はい、まあ月光の鳴き声は基本的に本物の牛の声を使っていたんですけども、
はい。
まあ牛だけでは表現できないそのダメージを受けるとか、人影を見つけてんってなるところとかは、まあこちらで実際に演技をしたものを重ねて加工して使っていました。
ああ、なるほどですね。
これは何に使うと思います？
ただの雑巾ですよね。
はい、これ雑巾なんですけど、ちょっと絞って、ここで、こうやるとですね、蛇が這いずる音に聞こえないでしょうか。
ああ、そういえばそう聞こえますね。なるほど。こうやっていろんな音を作り出してるんですね。
はい。今紹介した道具や、まあ、自分の実際の体の動きや動作の音などを使って音を作り出してゲームに入れていってます。
実際に本番収録がどのように行われているか、テルタさんに実演してもらいました。
はい。OK。
すごいですね。
どうでしたか？
本当にゲームの世界から音が鳴ってるみたいにぴったり音が合っていましたね。
まあ、今回撮ったこういう音を、音声、あと音楽と一緒に、ミックスしていって、皆さんにお届けするサウンドに仕上げていきます。で、ちょうど今その作業をですね、隣の MA スタジオの方でやってますので、そちらの方にもご案内いたします。
はい。
Mission info has been updated.
ここが MA スタジオ。映画館みたいですね。この MA スタジオの責任者である下山さんにお話を伺いました。すごいスタジオですね。
はい、ここは 7.1 チャンネルサラウンドに対応した MA スタジオになります。
あまり聞き慣れない言葉ですけど、MA 作業とは何ですか？
はい、ですね、ここでは映像に対して最終的な音をつけていく作業をしています。先ほどご覧いただいたフォーリーサウンドや、たくさんの SE、音声、音楽、それらの音量バランス、音質調整、エフェクト処理をして最終的なサウンドを作っているところです。それでは、実際にどんな音が入っているか聞いてみたいと思います。どうぞ。
はい。
まず BG と我々は呼んでるんですけど、環境音を聞いてみます。次にヘリコプターが映ってましたんで、その音を聞いてみたいと思います。それではセリフだけ単独で聞いてみましょう。
コンタクトカバー負けるな打ち返せ援護頼む上田迎え撃て。
次は先ほど収録風景をご覧いただいたフォーリーの音を聞いてみたいと思います。次はガンの音です。最後に音楽を単独で聴いてみたいと思います。それでは今までのものを全部合わせて聴いてみるとこんな感じになります。
一つの映像にもこれだけの音が重ねられているんですね。
はい、おそらく思ってた以上にたくさん音が重なってたんじゃないでしょうか。これらの細かい音を一つ一つ調整して、よりリアルなサウンド、コジプロサウンドを作っています。では次に先ほどステファニーさんが潜入してくるシーンの映像がありますので、それを利用してちょっと試してみたいと思います。
ドアを開けてるところですね。
例えばこの映像にこういう音をつけてみます。さっきとは違う印象に感じませんか？
本当ですね。
これはどうでしょう？
また印象が変わりました。サウンドが変わるだけで映像の中の雰囲気がすごく変わりました。
はい、同じ映像でも音の違いによって受ける印象っていうのは全く変わってくるっていうことが、分かっていただけたかなと思います。
すごく重要な役割があるんですね。リアルなゲームの映像に合わせるようにサウンドも映画さながらのリアリティにこだわって作業されているんですね。いかがでしたか？ステファニーのコジプロ声優では皆さんからのミッション依頼を受け付けております。私ステファニーがコジプロに潜入して調査します。ミッション依頼はこちらまで。ミッション完了。ただいまより起動する。
Mission complete.
All right, cool. All right, welcome back. So first of all, we've been getting a lot of comments here about the audio being out of sync, and we do apologize for that. Unfortunately, it's a problem that we have on YouTube right now. Unfortunately, it's out of sync. If you go over to Ustream or Twitch, those actually should be synced up. We're trying to work on the audio problem. The archive should be fine on YouTube eventually, but right now it's a little bit out of sync. So we're sorry about that. Also here, we have Shimano-san.
Yeah! Nice to meet you.
Who suddenly appeared on our couch.
My apology. I'm a sound editor and sound engineer and in charge of TPP voice recordings.
Yeah. So we want to bring Shimano-san here because, we're talking about sound. Also, we show a lot of Foley and things like that. Yeah. But, that's not the only place where we use sound. Another interesting thing is that we apply sound in real time during the mocap performances. Mm-hmm. And Shimano-san is the guy, actually this thing right here, this keyboard
Can you show it to
that
the
we
camera?
that we use for the sound effects.
There we go.
Like this.
Okay. So we've been using this on the show, to apply various sound effects to the show and whatever. But that's not really what this is originally for. A lot of times when we do mocap, to try and get, convey the atmosphere to the actors, we have this here, and Shimano-san is manning this, putting in helicopter sounds, gunfire.
It's a lot bigger too. There's like 40
yeah.
something buttons on the mocap stage, right? Not just this.
Yeah, my button is 64.
64. So a big panel, right?
Yeah.
So any sound that we need for the scene, Shimano-san loads all that in advance, brings it over to the mocap sessions.
Yep.
And he's very good at timing everything. Yeah. It's amazing if you see him on the mocap stage because when people are supposed to be pulling the trigger, he knows exactly when to hit it.
He makes sounds at the stage too. So if Kojima-san says, "I want this," and he's like, "Okay, let me try to see what I have in my library," and kind of mixes that together and makes that sound on spot.
Yeah. So in a way, it's like real. It is like Foley, right? But in for the mocap, in real time, but using digital keyboard keys here. So, also I think there was a terminology issue as well, right?
Yeah,
for MA.
In the video it said MA, but MA multi-audio. That's a Japanese term. In Hollywood and abroad, it's usually known as re-recording, and we had our re-recording mixer, Shimoyama-san, do his presentation. So that's just terminology stuff. Some of you might know it. Some of you might want to know this kind of stuff. So that's why we bring you everything correctly. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, where's everyone else?
Wait.
So that was your weekly dose of Max.
The infamous Max Preston making his cameo on the show.
He has his own Lego as well.
He does have his own Lego.
I was really happy about it.
And he has good coffee. All right, so
also, we had a comment asking what instrument I was playing at the beginning of the show.
It's mine.
This is actually Shimano-san's kalimba, an African instrument. This is a ban kalimba, right? Something like that.
Burn.
Burn kalimba. Yeah, and Yeah, African instrument and
Also
And you can shift
percussion, right? Like
yeah, you can shake. Yeah, it's a fun instrument. Everybody go out and get one.
Go out and get one. There we go. Fly to Africa. Need that. All right. So cool. So yeah, that's so Shimano-san. Any last words you want to give to people here
Before you go back in.
before you go back to trying to get the sound in sync?
Make sure it's, I'm usually over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the mixing console in front of.
Yeah. So he's always here. You don't see him, but for every episode he's here back there, making sure that our show is able to go on.
the whole team.
Okay.
So-
Last word. Yeah. I hope you are expecting the sound of TVP. Actually, there's Foley's and re-recording spotted in this time, but we will doing with a lot of editors. Sound editors.
There's
Sound
a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. Sound editing is a very important job, and then voice recording also.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So obviously we had Teruta-san and Kanikawa-san and Shimoyama-san showing up in the clip just now, but we have a couple more people out there.
There's actually a lot of people involved with this. Of course, we didn't show everybody. You know, there are a lot of editors, a lot of other composers.
And also, funny note of in development process, usually audio has a very hard time because they start working on their stuff once all the graphics are complete, which usually takes a lot of time, and usually Kojima-san gives some feedback that changes things, and that changes the whole audio clip. And when we're about to deliver something, some new assets to the people, trailers or whatnot, they're usually the ones that are sleeping here, right?
Usually we try.
Oh no!
We try not to have the length being changed because that's the hardest part to change when, especially for music. I mean, obviously some people are better at changing stuff than others, but like usually adding music would be after the exact length has been finalized, but it still changes from time to time. So.
It does.
We change things all the time until the very last minute to make sure it's fun. And
we've got to get the best product we could possibly get out there for you guys to play and have fun with.
Good stuff.
And I think it is that flexibility, I think, that actually is our strength as well, though. Because I think, a lot of places may be hesitant to change things because they're like, well, it would be better if we did this, but, we don't have time or whatever. But we make time. We always make time.
Also, one thing I love about working here is creativity is the top. If people say, hey, how about we change this? Well, then we have to work this like 6 more hours and we're already past the deadline. Does it make it better? Yep.
Let's do it.
It's a simple call here, so I like that.
Simple as that. All right, so thank you, Shimano-san, for jumping on the show.
All right.
Shimano-san.
Thanks, Masa. See you soon.
All
He'll be right over there.
He's right there. He's right there. All right, he's with us in spirit up here.
In spirit.
All right. Okay, so that was the Stefanie Infiltrates Kojima Productions. A lot of cool sound talk there. Next we've got World Records. So we got, I think, the standard here. We got updates. For free! And these are free. Once again, you can check all of these on the app. You can check this on the website. We're up to 833 years now? 633 for playtime, 12-mission playtime, which is pretty damn impressive.
Plus 93.
Maybe the one thing interesting, longest range headshot hasn't changed. Tranquilizer barely changed. So I think, well, the world record, farthest distance enemy sent flying, someone made a huge effort there. But for the most part, the records aren't changing. I think.
What?
How about the two-wheel drive?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Enemy set flying. This must be a bug.
But well,
This must be a bug.
right. So next one. Oh, sorry. Next one we have right here. World records here also.
Total missions played.
Well, I don't think there are many major changes when it comes to world average. Normal or hard as well. Obviously, times have increased.
No one's crawling, it looks like.
All right, but this is just kind of the standard stuff. One thing that we're interested, so not
New
so long
stuff.
ago.
Yep.
New
Deja
stuff.
Vu, Jamais Vu.
There we go.
Released for
Boom.
both consoles, and of course, as you can see, amount of times each mission has been cleared as of a couple days ago. All Deja Vu and Jamais Vu went ridiculously
Yeah,
up.
and then this is pretty interesting. I think you're looking at how many times each mission has been cleared. Deja Vu and Jamais Vu are way up there, like twice as much as the other missions. So that's very cool. I'm glad to
So
see
people
are
were
enjoying
happy
it.
about that
Yeah.
patch, and well, really glad. Let us know your thoughts about the missions. Going a little bit more into detail about the records in each mission. There we go. So fastest neutralization. I mean, people have been going. Here it says world record, and previously in small letters, as of a week ago, pretty much how things changed ever since the patch. You can see not many changes in fastest marking, and well, the world records are pretty damn impressive.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Moving on.
So here we go. So
Last one, pretty much similar stuff, but
okay. All right. Yeah.
all right. Hard stuff.
Get on with it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So these are some cool stats here, but we also wanted to show you some pretty cool video. And I know we did.
I like videos.
We prompted people to send in videos last time. We got a good response. We actually got a lot of videos. Unfortunately, we couldn't show all of them because some people did. Well, there are a few problems. First of all, some of them were a little long. Others we couldn't show because of copyright issues. There were some people who sent in music videos, which are very cool, actually.
Awesome.
There's one guy in particular who sent in a very funny video. This is from Shinobi. I don't know, Shinobi with two O's. Shinobi. Who sent in a pretty good music video with Dead or Alive song, You Spin Me Around, just using a lot of imagery from Ground Zeroes with snake dancing and spinning guys around. It's actually very funny, and we would have liked to show it, but unfortunately, due to copyright issues, we can't. But definitely check that out on YouTube. It's up there. Go ahead, check it out. But in the meantime, we do want to show you this, which is actually a world record video, and this is from Big Boss SNK, who writes in, I set the world record on the Destroy the Anti-Air Emplacements side up, stealth, no kills. The following takes place between 2250 and 2253, Charlie time zone. Chopper requested through iDroid, APC telemetry data monitored through iDroid, video captured from PS4. So
he lost you like 2
So
words.
he's hardcore. He's going full out. And I think the key here, and you'll see it in the video, is that he uses the iDroid very effectively. Of course, the smart device iDroid. So you'll see he doesn't pull up the iDroid menu in game, which allows him to really fly through things very rapidly. And this is a very good example of how to use these devices in tandem. How you can use the iDroid app to support your real-time gameplay. So we want to show this to you guys. It's very impressive. Let's take a look.
Check it out.
Hi. So skipping the cutscene.
Obviously.
Yep.
Going the wrong way.
Now you see here, he picked up a weapon there. People are maybe wondering where did that come from. Of course, the hardcore players know that if you complete missions with S rank and whatnot, you can unlock weapons at the start of the stage. That's what he did, and that's how he was able to get this.
What's he aiming at?
He knows exactly where.
where.
He knows where these anti-air emplacements are.
I think he used that truck as like a symbol or some kind of direction maneuver.
It's real impressive also.
Now he's laying the C4 here because he knows the truck's going to come down this road. Three C4s right there. And now he's already called his chopper in at this point using the iDroid. He didn't pull up any menu during the game. But the chopper's en route.
He's trucking it.
So he's just running. You're gonna hear Miller coming in over the radio. You hear your chopper coming in already.
Yeah.
Wow. So Miller's talking about setting a trap, but he set a trap. We set a trap. We got the C4 there.
Wow.
He's monitoring all this through the iDroid, so he knew when he should blow up the APC.
Yeah.
He can see it coming. Even though he's way over here, he has his screen. He can see where the APC is coming from. He can detonate it, kill it, and he's on the chopper. How's that?
What?
That is, it's sweet.
Big Boss doesn't care. What?
That is some Big Boss skills right there.
Wow.
And this is what we want to see.
Oh yeah, so now he was hoping to get like the first second of the cutscene to skip it. So he came onto the pause menu just once there.
Effortless.
And this is world record right here.
Wow.
And this is world-class gameplay. And I think, it really does show, I think, how you can and should use, the iDroid device
Very
effectively,
strategic.
you know, in a strategic way. And this is what we wanted to implement, you know, have people do this. And I think, you know, the hardcore players are kind of caught on, maybe the casual guys not so much, but for people who haven't tried it yet, by all means, please download the app. You know, there is the mother-based mini game on there as well, but more importantly, it's a second screen device. You can do all this cool stuff with the iDroid.
Yeah.
Officially surpassing Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie. He has his work
we need to
cut
show
out
him
for
this.
him. We have
Jackie
to,
had the pleasure of being the world's top player until the game actually got released.
He had his 15
He was
minutes.
a ranker to
He had his 15 minutes here at the office.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
that was
so
very amazing.
That was a very impressive gameplay there that we want to show. So please, people, send in your videos. We want to see them, and not just world records either.
Yep.
We want to see funny things as well, cool things, funny things. Just keep in mind that if it has copyrighted content, we can't show it. So, you know, try not to use any copyrighted songs or voices if you're going to edit it, because unfortunately we can't show that on the show. But yeah, send in those videos. We want to take a look at it. So we're going to highlight one of those every week, and we're going to try and give away some cool, little bit of swag here. We got these cool new stickers here. We got the Fox, the XOF. We've also got the Kojima Station stickers. So this stuff we'll give away for people who we feature on the show. We'll try to get in contact with the previous player, Big Boss SNK. Try to get this to you. All right.
You can put them on your car.
Put them on your car,
you can
your PS4, your Xbox One,
wherever you want to put it.
You can use them, take them to a tattoo parlor, get it tattooed.
That would be
Kojima
awesome.
Station.
Kojima Station.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that. If you do that, we'll feel really guilty about it, man. I wouldn't play with that.
All right. So that's pretty much it. We got some. Now we're going to move on to some comments. We did have some other comments coming in as well.
Yeah.
Another thing also is somebody sent in a video before we move on to general comments about the Paz and Chico Easter egg. People haven't found this. We're not going to show you the video because it's kind of a spoiler, but if during the main mission you lay Paz and Chico together, it does trigger a certain event there, something special. So take a look at it. If you haven't found it yet, take a look at it. It's pretty cool. All right, so other comments we had coming in. I think we actually had one for you, Ludo.
Ludwig.
Oh, yeah.
From Gabby.
Gabby's asking if I've seen or heard the soundtrack of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, or any of Hans Zimmer's work. Hans Solo Zimmer. Yeah, obviously I've heard a lot of Hans Zimmer's work, and I haven't seen The Winter Soldier yet because it hasn't come out here in Japan just yet. Here it's good though.
I'm gonna go watch it tonight. You wanna come?
Let's go! Yay!
There we go.
For free!
All right.
No, we're paying that money, right? Yeah, man.
No, I heard Mr. Kojima also liked the movie, actually.
He did like it.
I think he liked it a lot.
Yeah, of course, he got to go to the premiere and whatnot and see it before everybody else.
I'm very excited about the movie. I'm a huge fan of the Winter Soldier comics, so they're an amazing series of comics. So I'm really excited about the movie.
Cool stuff there. We also have a general question here from Deep Throat. Has Fox Engine changed the way you create characters? Do you create the concept art first and try to find an actor that resembles the character, or the other way around? This is a pretty good question.
Yeah,
I think it's a fair question. But you know, in the end, it always starts with Shinkawa-san. You know, he always does the concept art first. So we have a concept for the character. The one thing that does change is sometimes it does kind of bounce back and forth once the character is cast, because it starts off with the concept art. Shinkawa-san has the concept art, and we find somebody who resembles that. Then once we find the actor, then it kind of does bounce around a little bit, because obviously the character in the game
also
looks like a real person.
Sometimes even before that, it's between Kojima-san and Shinkawa-san. I remember hearing him talk a while ago. It's usually Kojima-san says, "I want a character like this for my story." Bring it up. Sometimes Shinkawa-san will bring it up. Sometimes in the meantime, he's just like, "Yeah, I thought about something totally different." And Kojima-san gets pissed off, and then he looks at it and is just like, "Oh, this is awesome." And then based on that, but sometimes they find a great actor. Sometimes I also remember they said they adjust to that. So it's
But it's funny how similar the actors kind of look to the character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Robin and Miller.
There are a lot of coincidences. I think I don't know why.
It's funny.
Because we don't. Well, this time we kind of did look at the appearances of the characters, but a lot of the characters who were cast previously also look like their characters, which is kind of interesting.
Troy looks pretty awesome.
Troy looks
I
very
think it's
similar.
more of like the shape of the face, not necessarily like the specific parts, but you start seeing one and the same. You're like, huh. Okay, maybe we cast it based on, I don't know.
But we,
like,
you know, I remember back in for Peace Walker as well, Coleman. It was amazing. You know, the resemblance between the character and the actor was just, it's almost one-to-one. And we didn't look at the pictures, you know, when we cast the guys. It was just like, wow, this is pretty amazing. I think the same thing happened, well, with several characters. So it just kind of works out that way. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's something in the voice quality that.
Something, probably.
Definitely.
Okay, so next we have a question from Jack. This is a little long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. But this is about the iDroid voice. So he asks, who is the voice for the English iDroid? She sounds lovely. It would be great to have that voice on my smartphone for an incoming text or email notification.
Wow.
And we agree. I mean, that's very cool.
We agree.
We agree. That's cool.
So I can tell you that that voice is actually the voice of Heaven's Divide and Sins of the Father, Donna Burke, Miss Donna Burke.
One and only.
Yeah, our go-to vocalist. She's been doing that for us. She's been helping out with Sins of the Father. We have a lot of people asking when Sins of the Father is coming out. Can't tell you anything about that, but it's gonna be out sometime.
And if you ever come to Japan and get on the Shinkansen, right?
Bullet trains. That's true.
Yeah, she does a narration for a lot of different things here in Japan. So a lot of people actually are quite familiar with her voice. I think.
Let's try to bring her to Kojima Station at some point. I mean, she helped us out in the past. She was in a couple of good episodes in the radio show, in the podcast.
And we'll definitely think about stuff like having it on your phone or something.
So maybe.
Yeah, she's
thank you for the comments.
Any comments, guys?
But anyway, so thank you for that. We will definitely have Dawn on the show at some point.
She's my arch enemy as Ivan _.
Yes, as she never passes up an opportunity to beat Ludo senseless. So that's how I attract her to the show.
Donna, if you
can punch Ludo.
She's like, okay, I'll just sit here and
all we need from Donna is some Vegemite.
And she'll bring some Vegemite.
Donna's Australian. She loves her Vegemite. We liked a lot, the Vegemite, as a matter of fact.
Okay, so we'll definitely try and get Dawn on the show. We'll see what we can do about maybe some ringtones, etc. Messages.
About comments, a lot of people have been asking about updates. We understand that we are aching. We would love to give you more updates, but we prepare these things in a certain way. And of course, a lot of people know E3 is coming.
Updates for Phantom Pain.
Is coming.
Yeah. So
E3
obviously,
how far away?
We're only a couple weeks away now. So it's right around the corner. Honestly,
oh my God!
The next episode will be the episode right before E3. So obviously there'll be some new things coming out, right? But before that, we want to. I think for the next episode, what we're going to try and do is try and pull it back a little bit. So before we jump into E3 and all the new stuff and all of that madness, kind of take a look back at where the series came from. We're gonna maybe talk with some of the writers, talk about the past, entries in the series. Also, if you guys have any questions about past, Metal Gear games in the series, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., send them in. We'll try and get some of those answers for you for the next show.
We'll get them from some of the most hardcore fans know their names. Murata Shuyo, Tamarietsu, they're kind of the writers. Especially Murata-san has been forever in the series. He will be answering some questions. We'll make sure they show some love for our show as well, and
some of the guys who come up with all those crazy twists.
So send in your questions. We'll try to get them answered and feature them here. And for new updates, after that, we'll have something at E3.
E3 is going to be crazy.
We don't want to spoil it here.
So stay tuned for the next episode. Cool things happening. Send in your comments. We are going to maybe throw up the address here where we want people to send in comments. There it is. All right, so send your comments here. We'll choose some of the best questions, go and talk to the writers, talk to the producers, game designers, get that. And we get those answers for you on the next show. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. And that's it. All right.
Check out my t-shirt. Yay!
Cheese.
Cheeseburger.
I'm getting a new one. I'm getting a new one for each episode.
Also, actually, I got my T-shirt. This is from my home to school, my alma mater.
What?
This shirt is from my alma mater.
Okay. See you guys next time.
Later.
Oh no!
Never mind.